everybody. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy, well, it's not Patch Day. Patch Day was yesterday, I think. But it's happened now. We're on the midnight pre-patch. We're in 12.0 point something. And this is my first time logging on. So today, oh dear. That's not what you want to see. Today might be some housekeeping. Add-on apocalypse. Something like that. I was browsing my brain for different ways to approach this. I was thinking I could... So I ran add-on updates. There was like 39 of them that pulled updates. I was thinking I could like scroll through and see which ones didn't get updates. And then, like, think about whether or not I'm going to keep them. DBM did get an update, but I don't know if I'm going to keep it regardless. I don't think that many of my add-ons should be ultimately affected. But I was just kind of thinking, is there anything else that's, like, clearly pretty behind? I mean, I haven't used this in a while. I've wanted it, but I haven't had it handy. Same thing with this one. Let's get that one out of there for now. I don't know. My usual approach to a normal patch is to disable all my add-ons and then turn them back on one by one over the following, like, 6 weeks as I need them. And that approach sucks. Really annoying because I'm doing it per character. So quite often things will not be on for various characters. It makes my rarity counters all out of whack. Rarity not updated just yet. Having to pay to remog all of my alts wasn't happening, so I deleted everything last night. Your alts? Get ready for the incompatible notifications. Yeah. I wonder how RC loot cancel is gonna work. Should be fine. I've got scraps. A lot of these things did take a 12.0 thing. We can get rid of Trove Chally for sure. Remix is over. Weak cores, I think we're going to say goodnight to. I hadn't really been using them anyway. We're going to let that go. Request achievements isn't bad, but I don't need it right now. But I can just leave it off. I don't know. Have some coffee, log in, have a think about it. Hopefully this graphics card thing, I will update my driver. I'm going to try to avoid updating my driver on stream. But we'll see how that goes. I may need to. We'll see. So my add-ons got 3 updates yesterday and another update this morning. Oh, is there a drop up? There was a drop, isn't it? It is active. I just have to update the command. Let's do that. Hold on. Let me grab the link. Wow, drops. They're always active. It's always active on my channel. It's just the command is something that I handle or don't handle sometimes. So here's our link, and that's until February the 17th. So there's lots of time there. So hold your horses, and if you don't have horses, then just hold onto your, knees. That's the next best thing. Cloudbot commands drops. Earn the... What do they call it? The cuddly green gurgle? Cuddly green what now? Grrgle. Okay. Grrgle. Decor item as a drop here until February 17th. Details and the link. Confirm. And you know what else I'm going to do? Is I'm going to duplicate that whole command, at least for this time. And I'm going to add another command that's just drop with no S, because I feel like people try that all the time. So we'll save that. I'm going to pop it into my stream title so people know what's going on. All right. That's a good piece of housekeeping done. Don't we all feel productive? Blizzard is not banning add-ons. They have made some changes to the data that add-ons are allowed to access, so some add-ons are going to be affected by that. Oh yeah, class changes. A lot of things have just happened in my chat log. The game's running, so that's good. Maybe I can get away with updating my graphics card driver after stream. Um, I want to thank It's Fleebo for the 25-month resub. Appreciate it very much. Welcome back. Also, Amy Starray had a 38-month resub 4 minutes ago. Appreciate it. First sub of the week. Happy to be here for the first time in a while. Happy to have you here. Yeah, a lot of stuff just happened. Let's work through it. Devourer Demon Hunters. Good for them. Void Elf Demon Hunters. Neighborhood Endeavors. This is up my alley. This is appealing to me. And then this content is not available until the January the 27th, which is another week from now. So that's good. We've got some time to cope with stuff. I have collected some new campsite backgrounds. Warband campsite backgrounds. We have a Razorwind Shores and a Founder's Point. Kind of want to mess with the Founder's Point one. I also collected an absolutely crazy amount of transmog sets. I just earned... Oh, you know what it is? It's probably the higher difficulty items granting the lower difficulty ones. So I got the 10-man Ulduar. I got some 10-man ICC done. I got Dragon Soul Raid Finder. Blackrock Foundry Heroic. Oh yeah, lots of nice sets getting completed here because of that change. Happy about that. There's Eternal Palace. This scrolls for a while. Yeah, big bunch of gaps that I had. And it's only showing for cloth right now, but I bet it worked for everything. Yeah, go through all your classes, collect your mogs. I'm sure I will at some point. And if I never log on to that class ever again for the rest of my days, then maybe I didn't need the mogs. Razorwind Shore. Oh yeah, I wanted to look at the campsite. So that's my chat log. Let's play with the campsite for a second. Hiya. Hi. Night Elf and Belf exteriors are available. They look amazing. After 2 months of playing on a laptop, my shiny new PC arrived. Congratulations. There's a graphics issue messing with mini-maps. Really? That's weird. Let's... Oh, I can't just change it? Yeah, I can. And for a second, I'm like, where's the rest of them? They're there. Let's look at Razorwind Shores for just a second. I don't think I'm going to use it, because what am I, Horde? Beware of time walking. Beware. Yeah, higher rate items should now give the lower ones as well. It's pretty nice. Uh-oh, did I break it? Is it boo-boo? Let's try this one. So yeah, it's just nighttime in Razorwind Shores. Founder's Point seems to work fine. Inksy has a stool. Anthus has a stool. Anthus is kind of cut off, but over here on the edge when he's sitting down, which is kind of funny. And then these two are over here. That's nice. All right, okay. Get on board with that. Oh, it takes like 10 minutes to get a boss down and time walking. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Logged into a few characters, gotten a tab full of mog spam. Yeah, maybe we should. We have a character of each class. Might take a little bit of loading screens, but a good chance to kind of sit down and warm up the feet and have some coffee. And think about what's next, anyway. There's things that I can poke around with today. Class changes, although... I mean, it's basically just going to be fixing my bars on my priest. The rest of my characters are going to be kind of one-button heroes until I decide that I care about learning them. So there's endeavors. I want to poke around with the transmog changes. I want to poke around with... So we're not loading out-of-date add-ons right now. So the only add-ons that are loading... I'm going to delete DBM. Save some space here. The only add-ons that are loading are... Could maybe kill details too. They're gonna do their own meter? It might not be as good, but I'm basic. I don't need much from my meter. I just need to know if I'm winning or not. Yeah, let's log into it. Let's log into one of each character. Let's do it. Or one of each thing. Check for new purple owl mount. What's it called? Oh, you cannot load out of date add-ons. Ooh, that's different. All the stored XP I had for learning decor was wiped. That's weird. Mine is here. It still hasn't... Oh, I have to go level up my house at 6. Gotcha. No choice any longer. Interesting. Why does that make me slightly happy? I feel like someone took away a pair of scissors I really shouldn't have had. Something guidance. Anushala, Shadows Guidance. Oh yeah, 500 mats for sure, yeah. January 20th. Is that today? That was yesterday. I didn't even log on yesterday. I guess it's when the patch landed. Doesn't matter if I logged on or not. Set favorite. Remove favorite. Set favorite. Okay, big problem. Set favorite no longer puts a star on the icon. Everybody call the presses. This is a problem. Woo! Okay, yeah, I mess with this. This is great. That's nice. On board with that. Hi, Tony. How you doing? In-game shop UI? They updated that a little while ago. They made a big thing about it. I refuse to even look. I don't care. My new favorite map. Yeah, this is good. I'm happy with this one. That'll bump my mana skimmer for a while. Is that really the highest mount collecting meta that we have, or did they like go back and add one? We don't have anything for like 750 or anything. I have 1,000 mounts over here. Let me see. Mount collecting. Collections, mounts, collections, top level. I don't have the barter boss achievement. No, guess not. That's it. There's 2 for 500 listed? New MOG system overwhelmed me a bit. Alright, 1 character of each class. Let's get some transmog. That's nice and easy. That'll work. Let's start with stuff that we're pretty sure is gonna work. And then we'll trickle our way down to stuff that may or may not work. I'm also gonna go back to my add-ons. I'm gonna kill DBM and details for now. I can get them back later if I hear that I need them or want them or something, but like, I don't have any reason to be worried about details performance until midnight actually starts. And by then I should be able to try out whatever it is that they're gonna do. So there's that. Andrea, thank you for the 4-month resub. Appreciate it. New MOG system destroyed my DFA ranking. No. Did it change the way that collected MOG is learned or something? It's weird that it would affect your DFA ranking, right? I was looking for details. Did I kill it already? No, it's right there. Alright. Logged into my hunter and I learned big pile of stuff. Lots of Sanctum of Domination sets, because I must have had the mythic one from farming Sylvanas. Oh yeah, all kinds of stuff. It filled holes that I already filled. Oh, I see. So you still have the same amount collected in DFA, but other people... Right, gotcha. I don't know if Dragonflight raid drops are legacy or not. Even if they are, it might be a little wonky right now. Farming it just because of the stat squish. I'm expecting old content to be weird for a while. Coffee's good. Everybody staying warm and toasty? It's cold outside. I want to get a little indoor-outdoor thermometer with an outdoor sensor so that I can check and see what temperature it actually is outside. Because I don't know what's up with the local weather station or if it's like in a different microclimate than me, but like it is consistently not even close to true. I'll check the weather and it'll be like, yeah, it's 5 degrees outside, and I'll go outside and there's like a centimeter of ice on my dog's outdoor water bowl, and I'm like, I don't think it's 5. It just doesn't feel like 5. Good evening, Burzgur Crash. Burzgur Crash. Yeah. Good evening, or afternoon, or morning. It's morning for me. Oh yeah, lots of Sanctum of Domination holes getting filled in here. Yeah, this will be good for my ranking. I'm happy with this. I'm on board. Big snowstorm coming in for us on Sunday. The weather is lying. I just need to know if it's gonna be below like -4, because I got a big box of disposable hand warmers, like they give esports athletes, and my whole big plan is to activate and put them under the foam covers over my outdoor spigots if it gets really cold, to like keep them from bursting overnight, because they don't have shutoffs. I looked, they don't have shutoffs, and they're not frost-free ones. So maybe it doesn't usually get that cold here, but like I don't like playing with fire. I'm not a big fan. -4, gonna be nice. We're gonna be -4 Fahrenheit soon. Ooh, these hand warmers are so good. All right, we got. Maybe it's not necessary, because this house has lived for a long time with the pipes that it has, and it doesn't seem to have popped, but like, it'll make me feel better. No, there's no shutoff down there. I looked. I crawled around every inch of the crawl space. I dug into some of the insulation on the sides. There's no shutoffs. I swear I tried. None of them have shutoffs. One of them has what looks like an outdoor accessible shutoff, but it leaks so badly that I don't think it's functional. I'm gonna get a plumber to look at them in the spring, but I'm just gonna deal with it for now. It doesn't usually get that cold, and I do have the outdoor covers on them, but I've got the hand warmers as like a backup. Alright, we got some nice transmog on the Paladin. Moving on. Yeah, I did the foam spigot covers. My plan is just to stick a little extra heat under them overnight if we're going to get like a really cold night. But I need to know if it's really cold. And the weather's lying to me. Alright, so we did Priest, Hunter, Druid, Paladin. Here's Mage. Keep sink cabinets open, extra warm airflow. What if you don't have sink cabinets? What if they're weird built-in, strange, funky cabinets that don't have doors on them? And when you'd be like, well, how do you access the plumbing? I would say, that's a great question. That's something I would hope different people would have asked over the years. I have some work to do. Yeah. I bet it'll be fine. It's not that cold down there, which is either good or bad. It's bad because it means I didn't fully insulate my air ducting, but it's good because it means that the pipes aren't bursting, so. Potato. This is, we just got no transmog, so maybe I didn't have anything for Mage. Just keep a small fire going in the crawl space, yeah. I'll just set Moose loose down there and have him do laps every couple of hours. Like I said, the house has been standing since the dawn of time, so it's unlikely that it's not prepared for all of this. I just want to keep an eye on it. Where we're going? We're gonna do this one. Who else is busy gathering rocks and guiding bees? Oh, is it for an Endeavor thing? I'm protesting, and every one of my tunes is sporting TBC chic. Oh, because of the transmog changes? Just being real expensive? Oh, hey, I finished my research, and I got the replica saga of the Valarjar. Valarjar? Can't be Jar. There's no way. Nymeria7, thank you for the 33-month resub. Appreciate it and everything. I'm looking forward to that. That's the thing I'm most excited about doing today. I'm saving it like dessert. Kellerman, thanks for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. This character needs to recruit another 5 guys, is what she needs to do. She doesn't need to do any more actual campaign, luckily. Oh, we have a nice lethal mission here. Let's send off you guys on this, and then these 2 on this. Perfect. Yeah, that's good stuff. Coke Bubbles! Thank you for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Thanks for picking me for your prime. Let's check in on our recruiters. For Warrior, they're so delightfully close, just on the left and right. Not fond of the price hike, not too bad. I'm gonna need to really, like, have a seat and, like, think it over. I think I'm gonna be inclined to get outraged real quickly, and I need to make sure that I understand what's going on. I looked at it very briefly on beta, or PTR or whatever. I didn't really get into it, though. Also, I need to update my spreadsheet. I collected another piece of class hall decor. We have the warrior research finished, which means that as soon as warrior's finished with the 20 troops, warrior will be completely finished. There's only 5 more left to go. Good stuff. Speaking of endeavors, gotta check the poll. Oh, did you have to choose? You have to choose which endeavor you want to do for a controlled neighborhood. I wonder if my neighborhood's gonna have an endeavor. Actually, that's a thought I hadn't really occurred to me. Make an outright short to monetize it without thinking. Yeah. I had a dream that I got another job. I had a dream that I got so demoralized about what I was doing here that I got a job as like some lady's assistant, and she wanted me to pick up all of her other assistants and drive them around like an Uber driver. And I was like, well, this is going to be hard for me because normally I like to know where I'm going a little better, but it'll be good because it'll take the edge off my driving anxiety. And she also wanted me to monitor her boat for signs of boat illness. She said that her boat had, of all things, gonorrhea. And she had a whole list of symptoms written out, and she wanted me to keep an eye on her boat in case it got sick. Didn't want the boat to get sick. But I was going to work afternoon, so I could still stream. What am I doing? Have I recruited 20 troops? I think this guy has. Demon Hunter has done troops. Demon Hunter is doing campaign and research. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to send off this mission right here. That's right. Did she mention how it got that? No, just a weird dream. I don't think I slept very well last night because I had like 50 dreams. And they were very strange and vivid. And yeah. Many holes in my expansion map collection this week. Fell Reaver, Death Cycle, Thrayer, Meter Beast, Sea Spark. Nice. That's exactly what boats need. Another thing that could go wrong. It's tough to stay afloat out here. I'm in my Devourer era. Our guild votes on which one our guild neighborhood got. I wonder what happens if you're in a guild neighborhood, but like your GM's on vacation or just on break until midnight. Logged into what are we doing? Put up a poll. Hi Hazel. Hi Scarlet. How you doing? This character is still recruiting troops and still doing research. I have finished this one, so now we need to finish her campaign, and she has another mission to... maybe she's ready for more campaign. Not exactly on my list of things to do today. How are we doing on recruitment? 10 out of 20. That takes me to 11. That seems to be a little bit bugged. Glad I'm not the only one who has really random dreams. I dreamed that Cyndi Lauper was performing at my job and gave me her chapstick, of all things. That's nice of her. Neighborhood manager can be attached to specific guild ranks. Wasn't working for our guild. Yeah, I might be out of luck. We'll see. Seems like a normal job. The other thing was I showed up to work for my first day of work to ferry around her other assistants and or monitor the boat for gonorrhea. And we decided while I was at work that we were going to forget about the whole assistant thing. And I was kind of relieved because it was really complicated. She had like a huge document full of responsibilities that I did not really understand. So I was kind of relieved that I wasn't going to be the assistant anymore. And we decided that instead I was going to be a pop star. And I thought, but okay, this is great. I can do this, except that I can't sing nor dance. So if we can sort out those two obstacles, then yes, sure, I shall become a pop star. So I need to get a bunch of troops killed. Do we have any lethal missions hanging out? No. I don't really want to deal with this right now. We're going to log off. We collected a bunch of stuff from Shaman anyway. That's good. Still can't designate anyone. Cadet Inquisitor, thank you for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Everyone can sing. Yeah, I suppose that's true. I'm platinum in my shower. Strangely, not so much my car. I will try to sing in my car when I'm like alone, but like I get self-conscious and then I get worried I'm going to distract myself from driving safely. So then I stop. I must not be worried about showering safely. Must have been the night for music-related dreams. Part of one I had last night was me gathering cats, getting them to purr. And when they did, they turned back into the Beatles, which was the quest. I had a dream I was watching lots of cats that didn't know each other but were getting along swimmingly, and I was so proud of them. Aww. That's nice. There was one kitty in my many dreams, and it was when I was looking out the window at my boss's house into kind of this like townhousey neighborhood, and I saw like the shadow of a cat kind of down an alley, and then I saw it get onto a skateboard and like roll itself away, and I thought, neat, that cat can skateboard. Okay. This character is my Death Knight. She has done her troops. She needs to repeat her campaign so that she may finish her research is where she's at. I can also check on the research and see how close she is. She has actual... That can't be right. No, they want me to do Vault of the Wardens and Eye of Ashara. Fun. Okay. Later, me problem. Doing shipping and handling, and the first 10 were done in less than 20 seconds. Holy smokes. Doesn't say something about us that we dream all this random junk. Maybe we have good imaginations. Maybe we're getting poor sleep. Maybe it happens to everybody. I think weird dreams are kind of like a human staple. Alright, what classes have I not logged into yet? Rogue, certainly. We've done Druid. We've done Hunter. Warlock. Happy I'm getting a deep enough sleep to dream. That's true. I thought for sure I would be at like a rock last night. I went hiking yesterday. And it was kind of like a spur of the moment decision. I hadn't really planned a hike, which was perhaps unwise. You should always plan a little bit if you're going to be hiking. It was afternoon and it was like beautiful outside, and I thought we gotta go do something. I cannot sit on the couch any longer. So we got up, and I had this idea it was going to take us out to this trail, and we were just going to like walk around for like, I don't know, 1 or 2 kilometers. Nothing crazy with Moose. And we get going and we're walking, and then we're kind of looking at the map, and we're like, ooh, there's like a... This trail seems like it's handleable for us, and it was kind of like going up the mountain a little bit. So we're doing that, and I'm feeling like the Energizer Bunny. I'm going. I'm just real high on being like outside and having like gotten up and done something, and it's really pretty outside. And I'm hiking. And let's see, Monk has her troops recruited, so she is again just repeating her campaign. And this is not a dream. I know we were talking about dreams. This was what happened yesterday. So we're on that trail, and then we see a turnoff for another trail, and it's like the summit trail. And I'm like, well, how far can the top can we be? You know, I've been going. I feel great. Sure, I maybe didn't do lunch, but I have a granola bar. What's the trouble? It's not that late in the day. We got another, 90 minutes, 2 hours of daylight left. We'll go for it. We can always turn around. And we start going for it, and we're going up, and we're going up, and we're doing switchbacks, and the trail's getting narrower, and the cliffs are getting steeper. Moose is happy as a clam. He's a real happy camper. He's having a great time. He loves hiking, but you can tell he's really tuned in. I'm like keeping an eye out for cougars and bears, because this is like primo cougar and bear territory. Until I needed to keep my eyes on my feet so I didn't go tumbling down the edge of this place. And we keep going, and I'm finally starting to get kind of winded and a little dizzy because I'm getting a bit of vertigo, because like the cliffs are quite steep and they're quite near your feet, and there's no fences or anything because it's just like a mountain. And we finally see other people. It was like the second party of people we'd seen the whole day. And it was these 2 guys that looked like they were born in the woods and have been hiking ever since. They were having a great time. And I asked them, are we pretty close to the top? And they're like, yeah, it's like another hour and a half. You're going to do like another set of switchbacks. And then you're going to go around one more time. And then you'll be at the top. And I'm like looking at my watch, and it's like 3:30. And I'm like, okay, thank you. That's good to know. Because the whole time we've been like talking about turning around. But then we kept thinking, how far can it possibly be to the top? Like, we must be almost there. I will make it to the top of that mountain, but we did not do it yesterday. And then got a bad case of the jiggly legs and the itchy legs. I get like this thing where if I've been exercising more than I'm like conditioned for, my blood gets all weird and it makes my legs like insanely uncomfortable and itchy for a while. But you gotta walk off the mountain, so we worked through that. And we made it back before dark. It was so gorgeous up there. It was beautiful. The view was incredible. I want to get up to the top of it, but I need to actually, like, condition a little bit. I'm not in good enough shape to walk up that mountain yet. Moose says he could have done it. But we got home and we got food and we were all just like, guys, are you alive? Tired. Any other classes we haven't logged into yet? I think we did. I think we logged into everything. You brought your climbing gear, right? Yeah, everybody else. I mean, we were both wearing good hiking shoes, so that was something. We weren't trying to do it in, like, Vans. Has it been awful going back and doing quest hall stuff? Got most of it done during remix? Nah, it's not too bad. Experienced the new class changes yet? Not in detail, no. What do I want to do next? What do I want to do next? Let me take my priest and we'll go do something pretty straightforward so that I can have a chance to kind of play around a bit with Shadow. I'm going to maybe see if Wowhead has any builds. Wowhead Shadow Priest, because I'm going to need new talents. Midnight pre-batch. Removed abilities. No more Void Shift Psychic Horror, Shadow Crash, Dark Ascension, Void Bolt, Void Torrent for Archon, Halo for Void Weaver, and we do get Tentacle Slam instead of Shadow Crash. Lovely. Give me some talents. Give me a Delve build, yeah. That should be pretty balanced. I'm going to get rid of my old builds because they're going to be useless. Bring like a picnic. Yeah, I was thinking this would be great if we were A, in moderately better shape. B, packed lunch. C, left earlier in the day. We didn't start the hike until afternoon, and it's winter, so the days are pretty short here. You need more time, because we were kind of rushing a bit, and I think that's part of why I burned out so hard. New loadout. We're going to call this... nope, that's the string. We're going to call it Pre-Patch General. It's a Delve build, but we're just going to call it a... Hang on. We're going to delete that. We're going to import one. There we go. Merlora, thank you for the 28-month free sub. Appreciate it very, very much. Also, Cadet Inquisitor, I think I missed your brand new sub. Thank you so much. New training ground is broken. AI Ret Paladin Global 3 people at once. Oh, man. I hope people nickname it and it becomes like the Scourge. Rumors of the bloodshed whisper amongst the innocents. That sounds really fun. I mean, it sounds awful, but, like, I feel like you could get some funny stories out of it. Good morning. Good morning. All right. I have some talents. I do. They've stuck me in Void Weaver. How are my action bars looking? We have no more Halo, I think, in this build. Halo is in the other build. Mind Control can bite me, as usual. Oh, that's right. Shadow Word Madness is the new Devouring Plague, and it is going to take me a while to make my peace with that. That's going to freak me out for a minute. Honestly, my bars don't look that crazy different, really. It's not... For Shadow, anyways. I can't speak to Holy Priest yet, but this doesn't seem that insane. The things that they stripped out of it, I feel like I could kind of make my peace with. I still have bars full of stuff, although some of these things are just like Mind Soothe and Health Pots and Kaja Extreme Mega Cans. I haven't messed with the transmog stuff yet. I will. Let's take a look. Well, this looks nice. It looks like all of my old custom sets are gone. Oh, no, they have them. My custom sets are here. It's nice being able to preview them like this. Create for outfits from scratch with your custom sets. Situations. Am I ready for this? I don't think I'm ready to deal with this yet, but I want to fix my mog, so we have 2 outfit slots. Alright, for now, let's pick 2 outfits that we like out of our custom sets. One that's pretty. Probably the butterfly one. 1,700 gold. Okay, I hope we like it. That's a good one. And then I'm going to pick one more. I knew you were going to have to pay gold to unlock outfit slots. I mean, that's not too bad. I think it gets more expensive as you keep going up. These are account-wide, right? They better be. Purchase outfit slot. So I know we can swap between our outfits without having to pay to remog. I don't want to have to do this, though. Anyway, outfit 1. I guess we can change the name of the icon. Let's pick an icon. I wish we... Can we not search this yet? I don't think we can search this yet. It's really funny that they have you going through, like, the entire icon library to pick one that matches your set. They can't even suggest icons that are associated with the gear that's in the set. Maybe they're doing that. Maybe that's what's up here. Let's do this one. Did it even update? Okay. Whew. All right. We've accomplished something. Yeah, saving an outfit to a slot. I guess I feel like they should make it free the first time. I think that changing the outfit that is saved to the slot, fine. Charge gold for that. The first time I feel like maybe is what's freaking people out. Especially because you'd have to do it for all of your characters, right? I don't know if my guild has chosen an endeavor. I would be very surprised if any of them logged on. We're pretty inactive right now. Alright, so we'll do one more. If I'm not wearing this, which is a lovely set, complete with garlic. If I'm not wearing that, I want to be wearing something a little scrappier. I'm going to look at my sets I previously saved. We've got a peasant set. It's got some bread. It's got the ladle. It's also nice. When I say scrappy, though, do I mean like this kind of scrappy? This is good. This is so cute. This is up there, too. I do appreciate how much larger this preview window is. That's nice. This is so cute. All right. I'm going to update the glasses, maybe, though. The glasses are kind of hiding her face a little bit. I don't want anything that's going to hide her hair. I'm happy to just do nothing if it comes to it. You can also have it ignore a slot. I think I'm going to like this system once I'm like really comfy and used to it, and once kind of like the initial operating cost is kind of forgotten. No, I'm going to go with nothing, I think. I think that's better than glasses. I mean, this is cool, but like I don't like that it hides your face. Crookes, thank you for the 10-month resub. Hi Hazel, happy patch day. Hello, happy patch day. So let's save that outfit, and we're gonna name this one Archaeologist, and we're gonna find some kind of a shovel-ish situation. We have like a bajillion icons. Let's go item icons. We're more likely to find shovels in there. There's like a pickaxe. That's pretty close. There we go. Okay. So I can flip between these whenever I like. I'm going to wear this one for now. Situations. Rest area, house. Oh, I'm going to have to make a house outfit. World... Character select. I can make a different mog just for that character select screen. Huge. World, delves, dungeons, raids, arenas, battlegrounds. You can have a set that you only wear on your flying mounts, ground mounts, swimming, or unmounted. And then we can, of course, assign them to specs. Okay. All right. I'm on board with this. It's going to be expensive, but I think that once I'm kind of set up in it, I'll be happy. Besides, half of my gold transmogging was just spent switching between custom sets that I already had. So if I can invest the gold to get them saved and then not spend anything further to switch between them, I think I'm going to like that more in the long run. I do not want this, Sam I am. I want this. Give me my gold. I'm gonna need it. What do we think the best gold sinks are? Understand cosmetics. It feels bad how expensive it is. I think gold sinks are gonna feel bad. It's just a question of whether or not you want the thing that they're talking you into spending gold on. I think this is as good of an option as any, especially because it's something that's quite optional to like the raid logger, or that it's like kind of a one-time cost to a lot of raid loggers. Because those are the people that tend to be hurting for gold the most. Okay. I want to do my Wriggling Pinnacle cache, my weekly Oasis thing for the chance at a pet, so that I can kind of play with this shadow build a little bit and see if any thoughts occur to me. See how I like it, basically, and then take it for a little dry run. Happy patch day. So far, I haven't had any issues with add-ons throwing errors or anything. Obviously, it seems like they have forced some add-ons to, like, you cannot run them until they've been updated, so that's something. I'm gonna go. There's no sense in me doing this weekly, right? Would they give me resonance crystals for this weekly? I don't think they really give you much. They give you the coins. I guess you can trade the coins for resonance crystals. I'll pick it up. I don't know if I'll do it. How do you like New Tentacle Slam? I liked it fine on beta. I didn't have a huge problem with it. I haven't played with it a lot, though. That's part of what I want to do right now, is just do a little bit of content and see how it feels. There's my exit button. So let's pick up some weeklies. I have... How many pets do I still need from this? I need another 4. So I have all but 4. I think when I get to all but 3, I'm going to finally suck it up and just buy the last ones. So I'm just hoping to get any one of those. Think you'll bother bogging heirlooms on new tunes? Yeah. I don't know how often I'm going to have a new tune at this point. But if I did, I think it's worth it because I am allergic to the way that heirlooms look after having spent so long before you were able to even like change them. It felt like years that I was leveling alts just in those armor appearances, and I got real sick of them. Need to see if I can't get my add-on that plays Ian's saying, frankly, that's a skill issue every time I die. Stick it on a soundboard. Happy pre-patch day. So far, so good. I want to do endeavors, but I have a feeling that maybe they're not. Maybe they're not. Maybe my guild didn't pick one. It took us about, what, a week and a half to get a guild neighborhood, so it may not be a priority. Which is completely fine. Not a problem at all. Hi, Boogie. How you doing? Happy Wednesday. We're back. What other quest am I gonna do out here? Got the Ethereal's Endeavor. Nice. Good, you? I'm good. I'm real cozy. I got real sore legs. I did a big hike yesterday, and I did some yoga the day before that. And then I did some more yoga the day before that, so my hips are feeling it. They need a good rest day. Drink some water and try not to do too much. It was fun though. It was nice to get outside. It was such a beautiful day. Yogarific. Yeah. Getting back into it a little bit. Map Chords isn't working. Yeah, it looked like it didn't get an update. Alright, there's one. Let's do this. So... let's do... my buttons don't feel that different. Some of them look different. It looks like Void Blast got a new graphic. Or at least a new icon. Here, I want to... oh, no, it's too late. I was going to use it on something to see what it looked like. GM works overnight. Not sure when we'll do ours. Yeah, jelly that West Coast weather. We had just a really nice break in the weather. It's been very rainy for a while, and it was so nice to have a couple of sunny days and actually like see the sun. I think it's done wonders to kind of pick up my mood a bit. Read on Wowhead that Remix ended Monday. Logged in at 10:30 and it was over. Lost all my bronze. Aww. Yeah, I wonder if they ended them at, like, if they did rolling Remix closing at server times. Yours might have ended earlier. It's over. Alright, so I've got 2 of these. Typically we need to do 5. I don't really want to do any of the ball catching. I don't mind the race so much. We can do the race. I know I said I came out here to, like, see what Shadow Priest was like, and then I proceeded to fight one mom. Maybe we'll do a Devourer Invasion. There was one that was queuing up over there, but it's probably going to be over by the time I'm done. Excited for the flowery-themed mounts and mogs in Midnight? Yeah. I was thinking about the new kind of flora-fauna-style hunter pets. Kind of a neat vibe. I bet you could do a real cool Harrenir hunter alt. Do I need one? No, but since when has that ever stopped me? Still blame Wowhead. Love the music in the Oasis. Yeah, it's nice out here. I wonder if it's gonna give me a new pet. It's getting less likely. Now, like, for a while I was getting duplicates nonstop, even though I only had, like, half of the stuff. I got a couple of new things in the last couple of weeks, so I feel like the odds of me getting another new thing are not great. I have not seen a lunch bag offhand. Where might I have seen it? Where should I look if I was curious? Okay, there's that. Let's turn these in. We should need at least 1 more. Maybe 2 more. Remix just rained the Infernals on us quicker and quicker to encourage us to leave. Harrenir are not going to be available until Midnight actually comes out. It's going to be one of those things where you need to start Midnight and actually, like, unlock them during the expansion itself. Correct me if I'm wrong. I would love to be wrong, but I don't think they're available yet. 60%, so 2 more. Might do the anima. Devour anima. No, it'll take too long. I guess this is kind of a funny thing to do if you want to try out your class. I forgot how many of these quests have nothing to do with actual combat. No charter neighborhoods yet. Sad. This remix already. It's super ironic that patch 12.0 literally midnight. Main Vengeance wasn't thrilled when playtesting? I don't know. Who here is playing a Devoker? Not a Devoker, a Dev Hunter. Devourer Demon Hunter. Finally finished chopping all the lumber for vanilla decor. Takes forever. Congratulations. I still need to, at some point, play more of that, my leatherworker, to get sparks to make lore within leatherworking items to get my last couple of skill points. It's either that or... No, even if I wait for the Darkmoon Fair, it's not going to be enough. I would need like a couple months worth of Darkmoon Fairs to bypass it. He just needs some more sparks. He's just got to do like some weeklies, delves and stuff. Maybe 24 should be midnight too. Anyone else have like 20 trash fire barrels? I feel like I have a few of them. I have... Well, I have them. I don't know why it won't tell me how many I have. I haven't been doing as much Undermine lately as I had been up to that point. Once I got my part-timer achievement for doing 100 chet lists, I kind of lost steam to continue farming Miscellaneous Mechanica. I think after that point, I did maybe 1 or 2 more weeks worth of weeklies, and then I kind of fell off of it because there was just housing going on, and I got too excited by decor. I will be updating my add-on list, but the update is just going to be taking things out. I'm not really getting any new add-ons right now, but there are definitely add-ons listed there that I have recently deleted. So it'll get some updating at some point. Got my final amount from Undermine and haven't been back. I need like 25 more checklists. Got 18 before realizing. Started my Void Elf Devourer leveling process, and my character's name is... I can't, Chomsy. Devour seems fun. Still working on Dark Fuse. Rumor has it that there's going to be another Winds event coming. Is it on the calendar? Winds of Fortune. Yeah, next week. It's on the calendar. It's real. That'll give us some bonus rep. Bonus experience and reputation. Yep. I will probably take that opportunity to turn in all of my remaining market research. Let's see. Oh, that's funny. They put War Within currencies into Legacy. I guess it makes sense. Here's my market research. Oh, no, that's it. I have 2,500 bonus market research to turn in. Just for Paragon caches. I have everything done with them. Skipped a midnight release. I bet it'll be here before we know it. Time's going very quickly. Damage meter built in. No. Yeah, I canned my details. Is the... How do I... Let's have a look here. Let's have a look at everything that says new. Fascinating. There's the boss warnings. Cooldown manager. Oh yeah, all kinds of stuff. There it is. Damage meter. It's me! I'm winning! Wow! Okay. Damage, healing, interrupts to spells. It's pretty basic. This is just general settings. I'm sure edit mode will let me move it. Can stick it down in this corner where it belongs. One thing that I liked doing with details that I don't know how easily I can do with this is just toggling it on and off with a keybind. I used to have a button I would just keep in my bar that would just pop it up and pop it down so that I could have it. Because I don't really care. I don't want it up in outdoor content. There must be a way to have it up contextually. If not, like a nice little toggle button. Yeah, that's what I would like. That would be great. I don't know if it has it or not. This is like version 1 of this thing. So I'm sure it's going to get more features. Right now it just says enable. Let's try edit mode. Click to edit. Oh, visibility. Here we go. Well, I can have it only show in combat. That's a little bit better. It's not perfect, but it's a little better. Default bordered thin. Ooh, don't like that. Spec icon. Class color. Yeah, okay. Sure. Save. That'll at least hide it out of combat. That's something. Alright. I am soothing 2 more snakes. How do you feel? You feel fine. You're not mad at me. Lack of music on the loading screen. We did not discuss that. To be frank, I actually didn't notice. It didn't occur to me. Seems like an issue, though. Seems like something they would fix. Big plant clusters are in. Oh. That's something that I should get to the bottom of, is what kind of decor can I get in pre-patch? Ahoy! Ahoy, honey bun. How you doing? Doesn't measure damage to target dummies as far as I'm aware. Oh, that's weird. Did I do that quest? I did. So, this should get us finished. Living the dream. Nice. Me too. Feeling good. Getting Getting my life together one little bit at a time. Ish. Okay. So, 1 pinnacle cash. I'm going to drum roll. What did I get? I got a shimmering inch shifter, which is new! Ha! Ha ha! Nice. So now I think I really do have just three things left that I need. I may go shopping for those at some point. That's good to know. That's nice. Basically, whenever I feel like I want to be done doing this weekly, we can just, like, cave and buy the rest of them, and it shouldn't be too expensive. Okay. Alright. Happy with that. Shadow Priest feels largely fine. I know I didn't do a lot of it. Doesn't seem that different. The thing that's going to freak me out the most is Devouring Plague now being called Shadow Word Madness with a completely new icon. It works the same way, but it's gonna freak me out. Not a huge... I hate change, you know? It's hard. Friend has a guinea pig named Honey Buns. I've decided what to plant in the garden. I know some things I'm for sure doing. There's some things I've already done. My garlic is coming up. And then I have some room left over that's just going to be for... I think I'm going to impulse plant some stuff. I'm just going to be at a garden center. And I'm going to grab either some seeds or some starts or something. And I'm just going to chuck some stuff that looks good, to be honest. I've got... There's things I'm doing for sure. And then there's going to be a chaos section. And, well, I think that's how I want to play it. In my real garden. For IRL. For IRL gardening. I'm going to for sure do my tomatoes and peppers. I'm definitely doing some beans and peas. Always some herbs. I do basil every year. Can't argue with that. I've got some fancy, well, not fancy, but I've got some kind of like medicinal perennials. Some stuff that sounds like a fantasy herb. I've got some betony that I'm gonna grow. I've got some echinacea I'm gonna start. I'm gonna get some arnica going. But that's just kind of for fun. Okay, lovely. What shall I do next? This isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, to be honest. I thought that this was going to be wildly disorienting. I could definitely sink some time and or gold into professions. I'm going to see if I can post some. I've got some old materials in my tab here that got to go. Let's see if we can get rid of some stuff. Enjoying T-Monk changes. Yeah, I don't hate it. It's going to be kind of expensive to get set up, for sure, and that's going to kind of bother me, but I think once I am set up, it's going to be less gold in the long run. I think it's just going to be a bit of an upfront cost. Elderberry, very good herb for cold remedy. Arnica makes good pain relief cream. Yeah! I don't know if I'm actually going to, like, use any of these things medicinally, but they're supposedly different medicinal herbs. At the very least, they'll be pretty flowers. There we go. They may not get established. Perennial. I've always have a hard time starting perennials from seed. They can be really delicate for a long time before they get established. I still expect to be wildly disoriented. Yeah. No plans on devil's lettuce. It's not really my thing. Regular lettuce, certainly, if I can keep the deer out of it. Let's clear up some space here. I don't know if anybody would assume that I would be like a big weed person. Mostly just because I feel like I'm neurotic to the degree that if I was like a regular marijuana user, I would have mellowed out by now. And the fact that I'm still this tightly strung, I feel like indicates that I am not. Okay. Choices. Let me go to my neighborhood. I have very little hope that there's going to be any endeavors available for me because my guild's not active right now, but always wondered. No, I don't. Yeah, I have 0 judgment. Not a problem with it. It's just something that I know is not for me. Mm. Yeah, there's some strawberries and lettuce already planted in the garden. I'm gonna have to see how well those do. I have learned what devil's lettuce is today. I also call it jazz cabbage. Allergic to the wacky lettuce. None of that for me. I like cilantro. I don't always have good luck growing it, though, because I tend to forget about it and then it dies. I have better luck with herbs that live when I forget about them, like rosemary. I don't know what variety of strawberries they are. They were in the ground when I bought the house. I was proud that I identified them as strawberries based on the leaves. They're surrounded by a bunch of mystery plants. It's been kind of an ID process. And also, I started out trying to ID some stuff, and then I got tired of it, and I figured whatever happens is just going to happen. I'm going to be kind of zen about it. Okay, let me go level up my house, because I can do that. So many chipmunks and gophers, no planter garden is safe. A lot of them? Not so many strawberries, more raspberries. My dog. My dog ripped one of my Japanese maples out of the ground. He wanted a stick, I guess, and it's dropped all its leaves, so it kind of looks like a stick, but it was planted. It was one of the ones that I planted. And he pulled it out and was chewing on it and running around with it with the root ball hanging off of it, and I managed to get it away from him and replanted it, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be dead because it's endured a violent crime. Hello. Oh, thanks. Hello. Oh, this is just a treasure hunt. Sure. Outside Outer Banks, where crabs claim an island shore. I don't have the cheats for this. I just try and do the thing. Sift through the driftwood. Alright, so we want beach, driftwood, crabs. Moose the murderer. He's pretty merciless when he's out of good sticks. When he's like shredded all of his available sticks. He starts eyeballing like the trees and shrubs and stuff, being like, I can get that out. He was very proud of himself, yeah. Alright, crabs. Crabs and driftwood. These are not crabs, these are otters. There's a lot of beach, so it could be... I'm sure somebody knows the answer. Please don't tell me if you know. No spoilers. I do puzzle. Oh, here's a crab, here's some driftwood. Alright, I feel like we're getting there. Sift through the driftwood, so maybe there's another pile of driftwood in this kind of general area. More crabs. Usually, like, it glows pretty heavy. Is this still crabs and driftwood, or have I gone too far? Still crabs. Outside the Outer Banks. Even farther? Oh. It has a waypoint. It has a waypoint! Right? Sift through the driftwood. Maybe not. I feel like I went too far for the crabbies. Oh, someone bought my Lesser Celestial Lessons. Wow. People have all kinds of ways. Some people have like big piles of coordinates. I can usually just do this. Lost my mind when I logged in this morning. Had a purple owl in my collection. Yeah, it's nice. There are lots of this beach is crabby. This is the edge of the area. Sift through the driftwood. My neighborhood doesn't have so many people living in it just yet. Crabby, not flappy. No. I feel like I was closer when I first found the crabs. There was like more driftwood over there. Is there a way to show mob level on the new nameplates? If there is, it's in the settings. I'm not sure. I'm gonna gonna do one more lap with this. I feel like I usually find him pretty quick before I give up. Anyway, crabs, driftwood. This is clearly supposed to be driftwood. It doesn't look very driftwoody, but I feel like that's about as good as it gets. But the item is not there. Is there any more driftwood? Here's the flight path. Have I not spoken with you yet? There you go. Is anyone flight pathing around the neighborhoods? Alright, I give up. I'm wow hitting it. I don't know if I have TomTom. 21,30. Yeah, I do. Anyone tried going into Dragonflight Raid solo? I have not. Somebody was asking earlier if it's been updated to be legacy loot rules yet, which is also a good question that I don't know. Oh. Calling this driftwood is suspect. I'll allow it. Alright, bonus table. Harder right now with the stat squish. Yeah, that was my concern too. Hey, a few people have logged on actually. A few. I got two more, two more hopes. Did he do anything yet? Can I come in? He's got this out here. Can I tour? Oh, loading screen? Don't mind me just invading my guildie's homes. Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, I haven't messed with this yet. This is nuts. I've never seen, this must be the outdoor room. It's kind of freaking me out. I feel a little bit like I'm having a stroke. Weird. It looks great from down the hall. Nice big tree in here. Anything up here? No, I haven't checked out the new exteriors yet. Do they require unlocking or are they just available? Oh yeah, this is cool. Jellyfish Mount. No, I don't think so. What's it called? This makes me want to redo my house. One of those volume stages. Just available. Okay. When I get back to my house, I can have a look. D&T jellyfish. Oh. Ooh. Placeholder lore description. It's always good when that makes it into the live game. This is really something you see more often on beta. Dear me. Medium-sized house needs upgrades. Gotcha. Love it's a weird little face. Hi, before. Void squid. Okay, I need to speak with the contractor. I made myself a little dizzy. I'd like to upgrade my house. Do it! Trying to decide what mount to farm? Or just go buy one I'm missing? Oh, they moved her. Or are there two copies of her? Was she always there as well? I know she used to be up here in the stump, and that's how I knew where to find her, because she was literally in the stump. I don't like this new spot so much. Okay. Well, if you're looking for the lumber trader lady... Actually, there's a thought. Although I think I'm disconnecting. I need to check her again. Hopefully these contractors actually call you back. Yeah. But Ah. There's a lot of bugs. Being able to put gem sockets in your belt from old recipes, dragonflight helmet chance, shoulders enchants. Yeah. I think it was smart for them to delay the actual pre-patch event for a week so we can have a week to just kind of like iron that kind of stuff out. Okay, Shadowmoon Lumber is still available for Alemma Lumber, so that trade is still in place. That makes me think that maybe you can't get Shadowmoon Lumber normally still. Oh. Yeah, a couple of my friends moved in. Can I come in? No. Okay. I need help with a serious decision. Peppermint chocolate chip cookies. Although I see I'm outnumbered. 3 separate people at lemon squares for sure. I'm just projecting. I still haven't made any cookies yet. Okay. So I don't know that I'm actually going to make any changes because my house is kind of perfect. But oh, don't drop it. Edit house exterior. Why not both? Both is hard. Both. I feel like both makes you sleepy. It's a lot of work. Human house? Night elf house. Ooh. I thought for sure I was going to stick with the human house and like that better. It's for choir practice tonight. Here, hang on. Take me back to human house. Level up your house. It's not high enough level yet? Ugh. Alright. My problem with both is I have to eat them all, then I feel gross. Level up your house to unlock more size options. Interesting. Okay. Stone. Embellished. Woodland. Rustic. Embellished. Woodland roof. Ocean. These are nice. I didn't think I wanted an elf house, but maybe I do. I don't know. Kind of mermaidy. Oh god, it got huge. Oh, I dropped it. Oh. Realm maintenance in 45 minutes. Oh dear. It seems bigger than it was. It's like gonna trample my whole garden. It does look cute on the mountain. Hang on. Let's, I'm gonna take my merchant stall down. Actually, I'm gonna kind of kill that whole section of garden for now. I'm gonna keep this for a while, but in order to keep it, I need to, sort of rearrange my garden a little bit. I'm gonna keep the chicken coop, and I'm gonna try and sidle this sort of up to the chicken coop a little bit. Can I do this by degrees? That's not bad. Lots of budget left. Yeah, the elf house does feel kind of hobbity, doesn't it? I don't think I can make it smaller. I think that's the smallest night elf house. You can unlock the ability to make it bigger, but I don't have that unlocked. Yeah, it does show the outline of the plot now. That's nice. So I appreciate the night elf house. However, it's so big, and the rest of my yard was kind of made for the other house in mind, that it's kind of made me a bit claustrophobic. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Let me go look. Let me go look over here. Ah, they have icons now. Maybe they always had them. Decor specialist, decor vendor icons. So there's the bulletin board. There's upgrades. This is unknown? Someone coming across the bridge? Hello? Excuse me? May I have... Has this been here the whole time? Oh my god, that's cute. This would be a great stream intro. I don't have to walk at all. Who's driving this horse? Why is that cat glowing? See the queen's wave. Why are you glowing? Oh, I can pet the cat. Oh, I'm neighborly. Yeah, I am. Yeah, someone did get out before I did. I want to look at the bulletin board. Maybe we do have an endeavor. If we had an endeavor, where would I see it? Here. Neighborhood managers can start an endeavor by talking to the steward. Okay. So I don't think we can start that. I think we need a GM or somebody to start that. Maybe when they fix the neighborhood role thing, I can talk my GM into giving me a neighborhood manager so that I can just start stuff, because I'm always playing. I don't quit this game. I can't. It's in my contract. Okay. So no endeavors. Sad. What else shall we do? Has this been here the whole time? I did not see this. This is cute. New village elements around the zone. Property has an elaborate bench behind it. I'm seeing a bunch of things that I don't remember being here, but I could have just missed them before. Entirely possible. The carriage is so cute. Wedding gazebo just south of there. Love the curtain physics. These curtains? Dunk. Oh, these ones work. Okay. These ones are great. These ones not so much. Dunk. Dunk. Okay. I'll leave that alone. What am I up to now? Oh, it shows me my renowns. My journeys. Delve Season 3. Here's my Traveler's Log. I have Gnome Heritage Armor. Nobody wants me to do that. New alchemy recipes and new vendors. Ooh, okay. What is the best way for me to figure this out? I wonder if they're not in Homebound yet. What about alchemy? Unlearned decor. These I got on a different character that had it. These appear to be new. Eric Cohen Alchemist Concoction and Bottle. Okay, let's go to Shattrath then. Let's do it. It looks like Outland, so we'll have a look. Poor Farm HUD. Not updated yet. Enchants for decor for effects? Not something I've heard of yet. You can dye decor for different colors. Some decor, not all decor. Turn my power on over here. Did other professions get new decor with pre-patch, or is it just alchemy? Do we know? I guess I could log into each of them and check. Ooh. Thought nifty add-on traits might exist. Yeah. This character may or may not be able to use. No, I'm hostile to the scryers. I can't use the library. I have to go find the actual alchemy trainer. Ugh. There'll be a guard here somewhere. Did you hear about the unfortunate AO3 temporary shutdown? No. I'm not real familiar with what that is. It sounds familiar, but I don't really know what that is. Is it like a fanfiction thing? New stuff in the housing dashboard available to collect? I don't know. Let's see. I feel like I'm barking up the right tree here. What are people gonna do? Alright, we got 2 new alchemy things. Arakoa. Bottle and concoction. The bottle, funnily enough, is gray quality, but will still give house XP. Strange. I have enough lumber to do both of them right now, so I don't need to go farm lumber. It's a 15-hour maintenance. Oh, it's just a maintenance shutdown. Okay. Hello. Hi, how you doing? Lotus, Mana Thistle, Nether Bloom, making some new alchemy decor, and some terracones. Are they cool? They're not that exciting looking. Nothing about them seems particularly Arakoan to me. I'll take it though. Considering the events of yesterday, the words maintenance shutdown gave me palpitations. Was WoW down for a long time yesterday? Hi. Hi. How you doing? Yells and no caps. Yar just arrived. Fun. Kept getting delayed. Gotcha. Yeah, big patches happen like that sometimes. Down from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Oh, wow. That is a big downtime. That makes me happy that my stream day's on Wednesdays. It gives them a whole day to figure their lives out before I try and stream. Holy moly. They data mined some potion vials that were pretty insignificant until it was discovered that they could be dyed. Well, I think, short of finding something else pre-patchy to do, I might pop on to Lamprey and do some weekly stuff. Just to sort of see about... Just to kind of see about getting some sparks for leveling leather working for decor, but also... Ooh, actually, hang on. I wanted to see about the outdoor rooms. Let me edit my house. Let me see if I can play around with it. They're clearly available. You would assume I would have it unlocked. Maybe. Sounds like something I would have. So we're gonna go back to my house. It's nice that we have more levels available now. It looks like. I'm nearly up ready for 7. House level looks like 6 going on 7. Monumental task of killing off my elven weak cores. I deleted my weak cores, but it was just a delete button. That was it. One big delete. I hate having the weak cores IV pulled from my veins. I liked my custom text-to-speech cooldown notifications. I'm not sure. I don't have a second house. I only have the one. It should be shared, you'd think. But maybe they broke it. Okay. Lots of room placement budget. This is my house for the moment. I'm gonna redo the whole thing at some point. Because I think I've kind of hit a wall with what I'm getting done over here. Current location? I feel like when I saw... Okay, so you can place them at the end of the hallway. They must go at the end of a hallway. So we'll stick an evening circle room over there. And then let's stick a... I don't know. Give me another hallway. Give me a... Nope. Not gonna work. Kill that. Honestly, let's kill this bathroom. This bathroom sucks. Give me a hallway. And then... So that's the evening one. Give me the daylight one, which I'm pretty sure we saw on my friend's house, but... Okay. Oh. Weird. Very fishbowl. Yeah, they've fuzzed the edge a little bit. It's like a tiny bit soft, but they could have gone way farther with it. But I feel like there's going to be a bit of an... There's got to be a border. Yeah, let's see. Edit mode. It doesn't seem like... That's cleanup mode, customize mode. Left click to customize, left click to customize. I'm not seeing any customizations for the wall or the floor. Trees or structures around the edge. Yeah. I think if I was going to do this, I would maybe like trees or even fencing. I don't know that I am going to do this, mind you, but I just kind of wanted to play with it. Outdoor market kind of vibe. Yeah. You could have a grand old time fencing the entire thing. Big fence. Interesting. Okay. Let's go take a look at the other one. Let's go take a look at the other room. The daylight one. Thought it was gonna be like a huge domed windowed room. Yeah, I think that once you like decorate it, it will look a little less freaky, but it does. I know what you mean. I agree. No intention to use housing anymore. Oh no. Bushes, flowers, shrubs, trees around the edge. Yeah. Let's go look at the other one, if I can even remember where I put my other room. Oh yeah, hang on. Freaky door. Down a hallway from here. And it's daytime. Yeah, this is weird. I feel like... I guess it's good that it's fuzzy. It's not supposed to be sharpened in focus. But yeah, it does look weird, like... But you can clip trees and stuff into the edges. Although, if you clip them too far into the edges, it starts to look a bit funky. I have too much stuff now. I don't know what to do anymore. There aren't any baseboards. I've seen people do really great builds with these rooms. Yeah, I bet. There must be some really cool stuff you can put together. Can you like hang stuff on the ceiling? You could float stuff. The ceiling is technically very high up there, and it looks like you can actually put things through the clouds, which is kind of interesting. His little buddy. Oh, hey, did they fix the recycler kiln? Sort of. You can put it down, but it still has like a bunch of weird unfinished little thingies. Room enough for a tree fort in there. Gildy built up to the ceiling and she took half of her life as fall damage. Oh, dear. I feel like I want to make the daytime room creepy and the nighttime room cozy. I feel like I want to do it opposite-sies like that. But also, I don't know if I'm going to even keep these. I'm going to redo my whole house at some point. Wow, there's a lot of stuff. Okay. Here, I want this one to be kind of like friends with those two. I like that fountain. It might go in the other one. Secret portal that told to go in the daylight room and bam, creepy. Anyway, that's good to know. That was kind of neat. What else was I gonna mess with? Well, I forget. Oh yeah, I had some notions about getting like collecting some more decor. There must be something else. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a break, and when I come back, I want to read through the patch notes and see if anything else kind of jumps out at me that I want to mess with that's like specifically pre-patchy. BRB.
Okie dokie, let's see here.
Slap the Maw portal in front of the door. That's kind of a cool idea. Yeah, I feel like it'd be cool if you could like change the weather in it. That would be sort of neat. In the outdoor room. Let me find patch notes. Wow, 12.0 patch notes. There must be a write-up here. Look, it's me. Oh, it's not me. I'm not playing Demon Hunter. Hi, Wow Bowser. How are you? Players can explore new UI updates, experiment with new combat design changes, walk the path of the Demon Hunter Devourer, and more. Alright, so Devour Demon Hunters are in. This is not of great interest to me, but it must be of great interest to some people. I hope you guys are having fun. Glaive-wielding, soul-harvesting, planet-crushing spellcaster operates from mid-range with the full suite of mobility you would expect from Demon Hunters. They gain a new hero talent tree, Annihilator, shared between Devourer and Vengeance Demon Hunters. And they also gain access to the Scarred talent tree. New Void Elf Demon Hunter combination through a short quest line as part of the update. Transmog. Apply appearances to gear slots rather than individual items. I guess I could spend all day just transmogging. No longer lose your transmog when equipping new gear. You can make dozens of ready-to-use sets called outfits. Everyone starts with 2 free outfits, although saving an outfit to that slot is not free. Additional outfit slots can be purchased with gold and are account-wide. Okay. Can be placed directly on your action bar, allowing you to switch your look. That I did not know. Situations will automatically change your outfit based on what you're doing. Previously applied transmogs and legacy outfits have been converted to custom sets. So maybe that might do that. Oh, we're server shut down. Yeah, 13 minutes. Okay. All right. I mean, this seems like as good a place as any for me to have a server shut down. Isn't? I'm gonna have to save this somehow. Yeah. Should I do anything for 13 minutes before they shut down servers? They're just restarting them, aren't they? I guess I don't know what kind of downtime they're gonna have. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. What else? Endeavors, which maybe need to grab a update. Night Alliance get Night Elf, Horde get Blood Elf. Housing can now level to 9, unlock additional features. Medium-sized exteriors are available at level 8. Many changes, and here's a list of full updates to those. It's a 1-hour shutdown. Ooh, okay. So that's gonna take me to the end of the stream. So this is the end of the WoW that I can do on today's stream. Yeah, rip, right? Is there anything we want to do for 10 minutes in the game? We can still hang out, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna end the stream early, but we're gonna have to find something else to do for a little bit. Thought it was gonna be a few minutes. Yeah, a restart would have been less disruptive. What are you gonna do? Haven't seen your house. Yeah, I guess I could just show you the house for now. I'm gonna redo it, but this is basically the most done area. You've pretty much seen it. I have a little living room set up. I have a little, that's a loom, and then there's a little reading nook, and then I have my bedroom. Yeah, maybe Hearthstone BGs, maybe like WoW GeoGuessr. This is my favorite spot. This is my bedroom. Little houseplant rug, lots of books. I wanted my house to feel like it had books everywhere. Floating shelves with extra books next to my bed is something I want to set up in my real life. I need a little cute floating bookshelf. And then some plants by a window with a little extra grow light. Feels very me. Extra little reading corner. This is her writing corner with a little cup of tea up there. And then this is her closet where she keeps Onyxia's head and the heart in Azoth and some other garbage. What couch is that? I think it's just one of the regular couches in that I've dyed it. I've used some of the dyes to change the color of the couches that are available on the vendor. And then this is a separate cushion. I think that's like a Kultiran cushion I stuck on the couch. Wide charming couch and charming couch with just dyes on them. Oh, I'm glad you like my house. This is the nicest area of it. The rest of it, the only other part that I slightly did, I have a pile of garbage over here. I resolved that I would leave this as a pile of garbage until such a time as I'd finished my house, and then I can release my poor raptor plushie from his prison. This was just us checking out the exterior rooms. There's nothing over there. I was trying to make this into a kitchen, and then this to be kind of like a walk-in pantry. I really wanted it to be like a Pandaren-themed kitchen and be super cozy and toasty and Pandaren-themed. And no matter what I did, it just kept looking like a restaurant. I was having a real hard time making it not read Benihana. So I think we're gonna can it and start from scratch and do something else. Scale that. Yeah, I make things a little big, I find, just to kind of fill the rooms, even though the room sizes aren't actually that big. Mighty Gecko, thank you for the brand new Prime sub. Appreciate it. Yeah. I'm gonna redo it. I'm sure many times in my life. If you've never seen the outside's kind of cute. It's not quite proportionate to the actual house because I just switched it to a Night Elf house exterior to try it out, and it's like way bigger than the other one was. So this is a little bit too chunky, but we have I made like a little fountain area with like a little cup of tea, and then I dyed the bench and did some paving stones here. This is greenhouse. I have my little wheelbarrow. I put like a little potting table in here with like a sack of Stranglekelp sack and a little Seed of the Ancients. My tropicals are inside the greenhouse. Chicken coop is beside that. I feel like that would be nice and easy for compost. You've got the 2 different chicken coops on the side of the house with some grass here. If we're ever able to place pets, that's where the chickens are going to go. Hot tub area over here. I'm in plot 32 up here on the cliff, if anyone's curious about which plot it is. So I've made kind of like a little, this is the Boulder Springs hot tub, Kazalgar Alchemy. A couple of potted plants, a little patio sort of situation so that you can be in your hot tub and look down. the mountain. And that is where Flabby lives. Mage Belton, thank you for the 63-month resub. Sending you love and happiness, hoping you're all staying warm. Hope pre-patch has gone well. I wish I was surviving the add-on Armageddon better than I am. Oh no, I hope it gets better. Yeah. Stone plinth at the yard entrance. Stone plinth yard entrance. This thing? This thing is built in. That's the cornerstone that just has the can't be that thing. This thing? This is Arkandor cutting fountain. I think this is another. I forget what it's from. Oh, the gate. Oh, the gate is from Kazalgar Dungeon. Priory? Is it Priory? What is this thing called? I guess I can find out. I forget. It's the Overgrown Arathi Trellis. It's a dungeon drop item. Priory, yeah. You can just do Priory as a follower dungeon. You get it guaranteed. And then I stuck some Elwyn fence on either side of it, and then stuck the path underneath it. Yeah. Entire house in the yard when switching guilds. Yep. You can pack it all up and plop it down onto a different plot. No problem. Yeah, it looks okay. The house, it was originally intended. I might switch this back, honestly. Just for now. The Night Elf house is nice, but I had it as a human house. And of course it's forgotten all my options. Small. Cottagey. Simple roof? Violet. With, purple tower. A little window. I forget which window, to be honest with you. Shuttered window, probably. And then maybe a wide window there. Looks a little better. Clearly I've dropped it into the wrong spot. It's supposed to kind of square up to the chicken coop back there. Yeah, it's a little nicer. The Night Elf house is cute, but it takes up way too much of the yard, you know? We'll be able to save house setups. I think that's coming. I think that's something they kind of talked about. My outdoor space is my favorite part of the whole thing. Also, we got 6 minutes until server shuts down. Inside, I feel a little bit lost with. I'm not quite sure what to do. Also, did they let us... Hang on a moment. 1 second. No, not yet. They're going to let us place these things outside. They haven't enabled them yet, it seems like. I don't think this fountain really goes over here. I just haven't really figured out what I want to do with this end of my yard, and I did like the fountain. Let's take this down. Mars Eater, thank you very much for the gift subs. Appreciate it very, very much. Thank you so much. Oh, a couple of regulars picking them up. How many minutes left? 4.5. I'm not going to turn off the stream, mind you, when it ends. I'm just going to find, we can look at some notes, maybe play some GeoGuessr. We'll find something to do during the downtime. You got an hour left of me. You're not getting rid of me that easy. We could look through database. We could look through news. Yeah, drops will still be enabled. I'm not going to switch the category. We'll still be talking about WoW. We just won't be, like, logged into the game. Downtime. What do they say it's for? Maintenance? Yep. That's what they say. Maintenance. There is a WoW GeoGuessr, yeah. There absolutely is. Alright. Did I leave this grass? I guess I had some extra flowers. And I put them away when I changed at my house, but now they're gone, and I would like them back. Take this one. I'm always dropping stuff. We have 2 minutes. I can fix it. I can fix it. That's kind of nice. Make that a little bigger under the window, kind of. And then maybe like a little bit of... I love a little more blue toned. Yeah. Like that, but like a little smaller. Just right in the back. Oh, hang on. A little that way. A little that way. Make sure I didn't float it. There you go. And then this one is too big. Should be bigger in the back and a little smaller in the front. These are all the same size. That's no good. But I haven't decided what I want to do about it. I am probably going to log out now instead of letting them kick me out. We only got a minute left until the server shuts down. This is a private neighborhood. This is my friends and family guild. There's not very many of us. There is a community neighborhood that I think is much more lively. I have not seen the new garden clusters, no. Hopefully to fix the auction house bug. Yeah. Alright, well, in the meantime, I was... Here, I can just quit this. Give me a second. I'm gonna pull up the patch notes. I'm gonna finish looking through them. I wasn't quite done yet. Dun, 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 dun. And there they are. That's right. Same foliage vendor, large groupings of plants. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna need to check that out. I guess tomorrow. Oh man, I was feeling so clever and so proud of myself that I was gonna be able to like skip all the downtime by streaming Wednesday instead of Tuesday. I touched all kinds of grass yesterday and I'm still getting hit with an extra hour of downtime. I wonder why the Streamlabs didn't do the emotes right. Okay. Nevers, neighborhood-wide activities. Unlock special vendors, decorations, and currency. We get the exteriors, which we did see. Housing can level to 9, and there is a full list of housing notes. Although, I don't know what that's all about. Many change. Oh, I guess those are the full update notes. These are the summary, I guess. UI updates. New features, customization options, cleaner raid frames. Display scaling controls. You'll be able to configure how information and damage meters appear within base UI. Customize them to fit your personal playstyle. Nice. I am surprised that I lived to see the day that they would do their own damage meter. I thought they would never, ever, ever do it. I guess the day came. They have a previously published article about the nameplates, damage meters, boss alerts, and more. These are the patch notes. We're reading the patch notes for the patch that came live today. Hour for maintenance going to happen daily until the full expansion comes out? I don't know about daily. I would be surprised. Usually they're pretty good about not putting up downtime in the middle of active hours. I don't think they're going to do it that reliably. Part of our continued damage meter is now available. You can display up to 3 windows simultaneously. You can move them, resize them, customize the damage meter windows similar to chat windows. You can get combat stats. You can get a summary of all encounters. Damage meter data will persist through a disconnect or logout. That's kind of nice. And clicking on an individual entry will open up a secondary window containing a per spell breakdown. That's nice. That's pretty much all I need for my damage meters. I'm basic. I don't do super fancy things with them, so I think that's fine. Boss warnings. Ooh, I'm going to have to customize this. 2 alert types. The timeline is the thing that it was kind of freaking me out. I was using this during raid testing. I didn't super love it. I wasn't used to it. I know add-ons have been able to do features like this for a long time. I'm not used to them. I like the idea of knowing how, like, timers, but having them in the, like, the rolling vertical bar wasn't immediately palatable to me. Upcoming spellcasts in linear order. And the second alert is text alerts calling it minor, medium, critical warnings, similar to raid warnings. They're enabled by default, but you can find extra settings. Scale, orientation, opacity available. Yeah, I bet if I get used to it, it'll be good. That was largely what I liked DBM for, was the sound alerts, and then I really liked having timers, so if I had a moment to kind of catch my breath in a fight, I could see what was coming up next and kind of, like, mentally prepare for it. So that'll be good. It'll also be nice that it's kind of, like, centralized to the game so that we can all be on the same one. That the boss timers was something that usually worked pretty well in DBM, but had the sometimes it just would get kind of wonky. Hazel, how the heck are you? Did some 12s as a devourer yesterday. Surprisingly fun. Nice. I'm doing all right. How are you doing? I'm kind of getting caught up over here. I didn't log on at all yesterday, so I'm taking today's stream to sort of read through everything. I was playing around with things, but they're taking the servers down for a while. You can have the game speak out who and what you have targeted now, which can be interesting. Relied on your voice packs to tell me the majority of the situations. Yeah, end of an era. The Hazel DBM voice pack is done now. It will no longer be receiving updates, and I don't think it'll function because it is out of date. It is over. Rest in peace, Ripperonis. We got some good years out of it. Lunch just started. Servers are down. Yep, for 1 hour, just for you. Rip Hazel voice pack. What else do they have? Cooldown manager updates. That's good. Needed some doing. Essential. Oh, so it's gonna let you like whitelist or blacklist them? I'm gonna miss your voice yelling at me when I stand in fire. New buffs and player auras. You can save multiple layouts of your cooldown manager. I was about to play hooky from work the rest of the day to finally log in. More downtime. Yeah. Give us one last. I would kick that if I were you. I don't even remember how I said it. I recorded those original voice lines a long time ago. Like, a really long time ago. I'm gonna hide my monitor for a second. I'm gonna go digging through my files and see if I can find... I don't even think they would have the original date on them because I ended up resaving them a few times in the update process. I have somewhere... Is it in my audition files? I have a file folder for it somewhere. No. Sound effects. I don't even think... Where did I put it? Stream graphics? No. Maybe I lost it anyway. Maybe it's dead. It's been dead. Oh well. It's been a long time. There it goes the full hour, probably uploading various hotfixes around the world. Yeah, we'll see. Interested to see how competitive raid teams get along without weak cores. I think there will be an adjustment period, but they're designing the fights in tandem with this change. So it's not like you're just taking the weak cores away from fights where people are used to using them. They're not going to be as complicated, really. That's, I think, part of the dream of the disarmament. So... Let me actually read this and not just stare at it and fuzz over. Cooldown Manager continues to evolve. New buffs. Save multiple layouts. Right-click a cooldown in the settings window lets you assign a sound or a visual alert to an event type. Up to 3 alerts can be assigned to a cooldown, so you can have it give you like a sound alert when your cooldown comes off cooldown, or maybe other types of events. Text-to-speech is available as an option for sound alerts, and alert sounds can be previewed to near the sound name in the list or the context menu. Visual alerts include marching ants or flash, can be assigned to an event type in various colors. That's nice. Paralyzed with what to do when I logged on last night between learning new rotations in cooldown manager and details and boss mods and transmog. Yeah, I'm just trying to get a... I felt the same way. I'm sort of just surveying all of the things that are different and kind of getting a feel for what I want to mess with. It doesn't seem as bad as some patches, though. I'm not as overwhelmed as some patches have made me. Maybe because my add-ons just got turned off. Or I turned off some of them anyway. I deleted a couple. Added support for displaying debuffs in the player's current target in the cooldown manager. So you can have the cooldown manager show you your dots on a target, and it can highlight when they're in pandemic range. You can add a sound or visual notification when an element of the cooldown manager enters pandemic range, and only spells that utilize pandemic will have this option. Okay. Stat and item squish. Woo! I like how they're just like, yeah, we squished it. It's fine. Trust. No floating combat text add-ons. I want to see which spell did what damage. That made me so sad. I also wish I think that they should have let you save an outfit to your slots for free the first time. I don't mind if they charge you to change the outfit that is saved to that slot, but having that upfront cost means so much gold for people that have lots of alts and want to save like the transmog they already had. That's kind of crazy. I think the changes are good overall, but I do think they should have given you a freebie. PvP training grounds with the unkillable paladin AI. Players can join against smart game controlled opponents. You can be more comfortable with how the BGs work, how classes can work within them. You can expect more victories than losses. The game controlled opponents will not be pushovers. Yeah, updating 12 character transmogs was crazy. Pre-X-Pack event. 27th, we're going to get Wind's Mysterious Fortune, extra bonus XP, and rep. The rep I'm looking forward to. I'll probably do some Undermine next week. You can no longer transmog Legion artifacts over a two-handed weapon. This is a massive tragedy. I wonder if that's a bug that they'll fix. So many alts have been wearing the same mog for a year plus that I now have to rebuy. Made 12 outfits in most tunes, and now I can swap to each 100 times a day, not pay a dime. Yeah, that's kind of the dream. That's the best case scenarios. Like, once you're set up, then you don't need to spend any more gold. So, next week, we're going to get our pre-patch event. I'm sure it'll have, like, decor and stuff to collect. They did say it was a bug. Good. Okay. Class changes. That's going to be a big old list. This is the summary list, too. They're talking about... Oh, wow, look at that. That's a teeny little bit of stuff. Oh, man. There's somebody out here who plays all these classes and feels a need to really get to grips with all of this. And they're out here, like, earning their degree right now. Someone is, like, reading through them and making notes and going, okay, yeah. And they're going through, like, literally every spec. Madness. Big fat wall of text. Lots of changes. This took a lot of work. Housing. Wait. There we go. So there is a catalog tab added to the house chest, which lets you place and preview unowned decor inside your house. Presumably they mean you're not placing it in your house, like, forever because you don't own it, but it lets you see what it might look like. In House Editor, we now have visuals to show where the borders of your plot are. We saw that earlier. Big fan of that. General improvements for border and collision detection handling. Advanced mode controls now use different colors for each axis. Oh yeah, I do remember that. That was nice. Preview setting is awesome. I didn't try that. That's neat. No more waiting until raid is over to get your mog back? Yeah. No more raiding with, like, weird pants for half the night because you got an upgrade in the first boss. Lower the placement costs of many pieces of decor. That's nice. I didn't really take a look at which ones, but I'm hoping there's some things I have in mind that I'm hoping are cheaper now. Increased chances of harvesting multiple lumber at a time. Yeah, just don't wear pants. Problem solved. Oh, man. I wanted to try this. Players can now harvest lumber in WoD. I saw that the trading NPC, who they moved, by the way, is still offering Shadowmoon lumber in exchange for Olemba lumber. And I thought that meant that they did not do this, but it says that they did. I want to try it. I can't because the servers are down. Elwyn and Durotar housing campsites have been added to the Warbands collection. It's funny that they said that and not Founders Point and Razorwind Shores. I feel like they're distinct. And that's what they're called in game. It's funny they call them this in these notes. The keybind for switch to next rotational axis will now default to tab. I didn't know we had a keybind for that. New plot border display. People are noting that it appears the usable space in the plots may have shrunk a smidge. Yeah, I heard somebody mention that. It was probably a quirk of being able to clip out of the border of your house before with things like rotation and scaling. They may have tightened up those restrictions a smidge. I know they also added some extra stuff to the neighborhoods in general. Mine didn't seem like insanely smaller. Added an error when attempting to enter a house that is set to private. And fixed an issue where sometimes the rotation control orbs would take a leisurely stroll and abandon their post. You can still play slightly outside of it. Oh, good. Alright, fully collecting a class set's appearances. Oh, that's different than what I thought it was. I had misunderstood. I had misunderstood that collecting a higher level item would grant you the lower difficulties of that item. And that's not the case. You have to finish and complete the set, and then it grants you the set for the lower difficulty, but it will not tick in until you have the entire set collected on the higher difficulty. Collecting all mythic appearances will automatically unlock the heroic, normal, and raid finder variants. Unlocking heroic would only unlock normal and raid finder. This change is retroactive, which is great, but it's not on an item by item basis. You need to get the entire set to unlock it. So it wouldn't necessarily apply to weapons. Yeah. Okay. I'm glad I understand that now. I was off base before. That's good. I mean, it's still a great feature. It's a little less powerful than what I had assumed, but this also kind of incentivizes you to go out there and finish collecting like mythic sets that you're really close to getting. I feel like that's fun. I feel like I could have a lot of fun going on to different classes and or not even different classes, just like collecting different things. Yeah. No, it never did for weapons. I had assumed that it would, but I was incorrect. Their developer note for this is, while we feel the Catalyst has been largely successful in expanding access to powerful seasonal set bonuses, it has also generated friction in its dual use as the primary source of class set appearances for many players. It's true, I've been hanging on to, or I felt like I should be hanging on to, all kinds of weird like veteran gear to try to catalyze once you have unlimited charges to get appearances, and it's kind of a mess. It has been further exacerbated by loot roll restrictions in situations such as participating in LFR ratings. So now you don't need to stress about collecting like the LFR set. If you get your hired sets, it's going to credit it to you. That's nice. You would no longer need to do lower difficulties for armor set appearances. You might want to do it for weapon appearances. But this will add huge chunks of stuff to your collection. PvP changes. Elite rank is now at 23 instead of 24. They've done some stuff. They've reverted the Eye of the Storm map mechanic changes. Yeah. Can't wait for them to add ring and necklace mog, and then we have to go farm those. They would too, wouldn't they? Significant update to how you track in-game progress. Yeah, I noticed that tab. It didn't excite me that much. The Delve tab has been removed from the Group Finder panel. You can now configure the Delve companion through the Delve section of Journeys. Okay. Combat audio alerts. Read out various important combat events to you over text-to-speech. I wonder if it's like an automated text-to-speech or if they've gotten like a voice actor to do them. it must be automated if it can talk about like party member names or target names and stuff. Auto. Windows Auto. Ugh. That's fine. It would probably be like egregiously expensive for them to get it voice acted. It's probably a great accessibility feature though for people that need them. Okay. You can choose volume, voice speed, format choices, throttles, percentage thresholds, etc., etc., etc. Nameplate improvements. Yeah, the default nameplate, that's right. New family pet battle meta achievements for classic pet trainers. Oh, really? Ooh. I don't really want to read about these right now. I tried them out on beta. They were okay. Same thing with raid frames. Add-ons that have not been updated will not be allowed to load. And lots of updates are already available. Pre-made Group Finder, the playstyle dropdown and creation interface has been updated with options. Learning, fun and relaxed, fun and serious, experts only. That's nice. Currencies can now be used directly as regions when fulfilling crafting orders. I'm trying to think of an instance when currencies were a region for crafting orders. There must be something. And then they have like, those were the summarized content notes. They also have detailed content update notes. No, hang on. This is the same list. Never mind. We're in this. We just opened the same tab twice. All right. So next time I get back in, which is probably not going to be today unless they bring the servers back up early, I wanted to try out the housing catalog feature where they let you preview an item that you don't have yet. I wanted to see that. I did not try the new DH spec. I'm not really that curious about it. It doesn't seem like it's for me. Flabbergasted when I found out I could finally mog my daggers into wands. That does seem like it might be new. And I wanted to try out... Oh yeah, I wanted to go look at some of the different vendors and buy some more decor. Oh yeah, I wanted to go farm some lumber in one. That's right. Here, I'm gonna make a little list so I remember for later. I have a pen over here. Catalog. Wad lumber. Anything else that I like really wanted to play with that was new? That we were looking through here? Something else. I feel like it was all due to housing. I guess I wanted to see the new, we'll check the decor vendors again. Endeavors aren't going to be up for my guild until my guild leader starts one, which might take some time. They're not playing super actively right now. Feel like there's something else that I read that I was excited about. Maybe not. When my guildie started the Ethereal Endeavor, it's cool. Oh, pet stuff. Pet battle. So not in the... Hang on. I guess I'll look for in-game next time I log in. There's nothing in the patch notes about a new pet battle meta. Hunter pet mentions. Why don't we forget that and look for achievements? Nope, nothing in the notes about that. But that doesn't mean they didn't do it. It just means it's not in the notes. Pet battle achieve. They're not doing away with pet battles. I have a link here somewhere. I'm talking about the pet battle changes. Pet battle achievement. Some kind of a meta, right? For classic? That was what somebody mentioned. I'll have to look into that later. Okay. You want to play GeoGuessr? Give me a sec. I'll pull it up. Wow, GeoGuessr. There are a few of them. There's Where in Warcraft, and there's also the Lost Gamer one. I feel like we usually do the Lost Gamer one. Is it this one? Get dropped in. Use your surroundings and game knowledge to pinpoint where you are. More accurate you are, higher the score. Play solo. Gotcha. The whole thing, right? Yeah. Start game. All right. Obviously, Blood Elf starting area, which is Northern Eastern Kingdoms, right? We're not all the way there. I think that this tower is this thing. Although I don't see a road coming off of it, so I could be wrong. We've got river. So if my river... Let's put the river to the south of me. Oh, the river is south of me. Okay. So I'm just north of the river. And then I'm between the river and a big building. So I wouldn't see the road because it would be on the other side of me. A couple of different options. There's a building over there as well. The river kind of curves around from my east. And then there's like a little dock. There's a dock there. The dock is southwest of me? Yeah, so I'm gonna say I'm here. I might be wrong. Let's make a guess. How accurate am I? 2 meters. Thank you very much. What's up, team? Let's while away the maintenance, right? Seeing that the map in Old Caliphalos is totally gone. Hopefully that gets fixed with maintenance. What is this for? Fun? It's a game. It's just GeoGuessr. I will never, ever, ever perform better than that. That's as good as I will ever get. That's as good as it's ever gonna get. I'm usually much worse than that. 2 meters is kind of nutty. Let's go again. They don't have a timer running on me, do they? Okay. Lumber. This is giving Northrend to me. I could be wrong. I'm thinking Dragonblight. Those look like Storm Peaks. So here, let's get to Northrend. And there's a big fort. There's a big fort that's a little bit to the west of me. Storm Peaks are to the north of me. There's also kind of like a lumber area. Are there any more walls down this way? There's a tower. Do we see Naxxramas in the sky? Not really. I might not be in Northrend, but that's just kind of the vibe I'm getting. I think this is Dragonblight. I think it's Eastern Dragonblight. Where is it, though? Storm Peaks are way up there. There's green over here. You can't help me. It's cheating. You gotta play your own game. There's the moon. That doesn't really help me. Yeah. All right. I can't. I guess I think we're done. People have already told me it's Howling Fjord, which I was not about to get. I feel like if I make this guess now, it's disingenuous, and if I make it in Howling Fjord, it's cheating. So, I guess we're done. Is the moon in Azeroth made of cheese? Yes. And there's goats up there, next door to my favorite zone. Let's see if we can start again. How are we liking pre-patch changes to the class talents so far? I'm happy with them all right. Made a goddess. Yeah, let's go back. Oh wow, they have them for everything. World of Warcraft. Guesser. We'll play now. Here, I'll minimize chat for a little bit so that even if people say it, I won't know. Let's see if we can do a round of these. Our game. I should have been more clear that I didn't want help. I should have pre-specified that. I just think it kind of ruins it. All right, I'm in Pandaria. I'm in the Jade Forest. I have Hosenkamp north of me, a little temple to the east of me. So let's go to Pandaria. Here's Pandaria. Hosenkamp, I think. Oh, I forget exactly where. It's a big zone. I know, like, I remember doing dailies. I feel like I'm kind of in the north. No, because that's like the pool, isn't it? Am I down here? Is there Hosen up here? I'm going to say that I'm not going to overthink this too much. I'm going to say that I'm like, that's kind of due east, huh? Just a little bit northeast. I'm gonna pin there. I am 6 meters away. That's pretty good. I will take that. 4,998 points. Round 2. Fight. Okay. Where are we? This is kind of hard. My initial instinct, because I can't see much from here, I'm thinking Krasarang Wilds. We've got ruins. The flowers are kind of giving Krasarang a little bit. I can't see much, though. I don't really have a lot of distinguishing features. You've got a couple of pillar ruins up here. The color palette is making me think Krasarang. The birds are not really helpful. I don't have a lot here. I'm right by a tree root for all the good that does us. So let's try Krasarang. Let's just kind of wing it here. Somewhere in the woods, maybe near some ruins, but not like right in the middle of them. There looks like there is north of me kind of a vertical and then maybe a right wing wall. Oh, yeah, I'm going to stick myself right here and we're just going to see. It was Krasarang Wilds. I'm on the wrong half of the zone, but we at least figured out it was Krasarang. I couldn't see a whole lot. I'll take that. Less than 500 meters away. All right, next, round 3. We'll do 5. This is also Pandaria. This is Kunlai Summit. We're on the road, which should help. We're on the road. We are north of the wall. So let's pull up Pandaria. We'll pull up Kunlai. I like having access to this map. This is kind of cool. So you can see there's the big road. And it kind of curves. So the road curves. The gate is due south of me, or the wall is due south of me. And then north of me. This is kind of not far from where Shaw of Anger spawns, I think. But I think I'm pretty close to the gate. I can't see much of the farm. There's a little bit of a hill. I'm going to say like I'm here-ish. Maybe not even. I'm not that close to the gate, though. I'm like up the hill from it. I'm going to pin here. No, not that close. Okay. This is where I guessed, and this is where it is. It's not that far from Shaw of Anger, but I was looking at the wrong wall, I guess. Wait, which one's the pin and which one is right? I pinned down here. That's right. All right. Still some points. We'll go for round 4. Like I said, I'll never again... this is Oshigun. I'll never again get as close as I got in the first round when I was 2 meters away. Okay, so we need to Outland, which is not this one. Where is Outland? They would have stuck it on here somewhere. Are you Outland? No. Not you, not you, not you. I mean, Outland is obviously like another planet, but like practically speaking, for the sake of this game, they would have stuck it somewhere here. Oh no, hang on. I have a drop down. There's Outland. All right, so there's Draenor. There's Oshigun. I am due east of Oshigun, which puts me over here. I'm on the other side of the thing. Right behind me, we have like the hills. So I'm going to say Here. How close? 25 meters. One hill over. Not bad. That's worth a little more. And this is going to be around 5. I don't know if it's harder or if it's just they're all random. I am in Draenor. I'm in Draenor Nagrand. Spires of Iraq. I'm due north of Spires of Iraq. So let me go to Draenor. I feel like I spent half the time just looking for the drop down last time. Darkbridge, thank you very much for the brand new Prime sub. Appreciate it. So I am, what did I say? I said I'm due north of Spires, or due north of a Spire anyway. Any water near me? I'm like due south of the little fortressy thingy. So is it this fortress or is it, where's the tower? I feel like this part is actually harder than it looks. I'm definitely in, there's Black Rock that way. I can't see any of the water. This is like a big place where there was like a goblin rep. I think I'm just gonna stick myself right here. Just due south of this thing. I think that's it. Make a guess. 10 meters, not bad. I'll take it. That's pretty good. And that was the last round? How did I do? Am I on the leaderboard? I'm anonymous. I am ranked 1,208. We got a score of 23,071 in 5 minutes. It's not too bad. That's kind of addicting. I could see how that could get really fun. Let's, I'm gonna pull chat back up and catch up. Akuns, thank you very much for giving out a gift sub. Appreciate it. Tried this for the first time. Got 1 meter away. My brain is huge. I'm gonna pop the game link in chat if anybody else wants to play along at home. Is this how I find out I'm dyslexic? 6 and 10. Yeah, it is fun. It's just a WoW version of GeoGuessr. This is the Lost Gamer one. There's another one. They're both fine. We've got server downtime, so this is what we're doing. My water's empty. I'm gonna grab another water, and then I think I will chat with you guys for a second, and then maybe play another round, see if I can outdo 23,071. I don't know if I'm ready to start registering a score. I'll just write down what I got here to see if we can do any better. I will grab my water, be right back. One sec. Okay. Anyone have anything else that they want to say while I can read it before I hide you guys so that I can not accidentally cheat? Googled World of Warcraft guesser, popped right up. Yeah, that's kind of fun. I guess the maximum score is 25k, so I'm okay with this. I think it might be hard to outdo this. We think you're keen. Aw, sweet. I started thinking about fishies over my weekend. I started thinking about what kind of fishies I might want to keep in an aquarium. I started getting some ideas. I kind of want an aquarium in my office again. Do you remember when I used to have that? I used to have a couple of fish tanks in my office, and I would have a pet cam, and whenever I couldn't get a pet on the pet cam, I would just stick it in front of the aquarium and do an aquarium cam. And I said I wouldn't do it again, but maybe I would. I don't know. If we all agreed to not take it that seriously. Yeah. But a tank cam. I think I was very anxious about my fish keeping, and I was very worried that I would get judged for any subpar fish keeping, just because fish keeping people online can get like really intense. And I get anxious about that, but I think that I should accept that I keep fish pretty well. And at a certain point, you've kind of done what you can do, and you're either going to enjoy them or not. Starwolf, thank you very much for the 42-month resub. Morning Hazel, good morning. And Mohane71 giving out some gift subs. Appreciate it. How's Barbara? Barbara is immortal. She is doing great. Inexplicably. All of her friends died months ago, and Barbara is fine. Barbara's doing good. Miss your fishy. Yeah. Can't type wonky boy. Better for them than being homeless. Yeah. Yeah, they do alright. What are you doing today? Right now I'm playing WoW GeoGuessr because servers are down. I was kind of poking around with the pre-patch and getting my feet wet in it. And that was all fine and good, but they took it away from me, so now we're playing game. But yeah, I could see myself doing a couple of different tanks. I just gotta keep an eye on the humidity. I don't want to make my house mold. Remember when you had a dragonfly nymph? That did happen. It was terrifying. 4 guesses and 3 to 5 meters each. Would have been disappointed if I didn't guess it after 16 years of this game. New video about dungeons? Neat. Alright, I am going to... Hi, good girl. I'm going to minimize chat for a minute or two, and I'm going to play another round and see if I can outdo 23k. I don't know if I can, but I'm going to try. Yeah, feet decidedly dry now. Oh, hang on. That's not how I minimize it. This is how I minimize it. Alright. Behave. Goodbye for a minute. Play again. See what we can do. Round 1. Fight. Alright, I'm feeling hard. This is hard. Phrasing. This is Swamposaurus. I'm thinking more like, where is it? Hang on, let me try Eastern Kingdoms. This one. I forget what it's called, but this is kind of what I'm feeling. I cannot see any water. I don't really see any distinguish. Oh no, I see a little bit of water. There's a little pool right here. I am just a little bit northeast of a little bit of like a puddle. I'm gonna guess that it's this zone. I forget what it's called, to be honest with you. It's not a zone I go to very much. There's a little hill over to the... I am south of a big hill and I am north of a bit of water. And I don't see any road. I'm just going to stick my pin here. This is hard though. Right zone, wrong spot. Could have been kind of anywhere. 200 meters away. Next round. I still don't remember what that zone is called. Oh. Okay. Immediately thinking Darkshore. Yep, this is Darkshore. I'm fairly far north in Darkshore. I think I am up. This tower is here. And I am north. I'm due north of it on the road. So I'm going to pin here. Unless I'm wrong and there's another one. That's where I think I am. 5 meters. We'll take it. That boosts us. That is full marks, baby. I don't know how far away you're allowed to be, but that's basically bang on. I wish this game had some... I wish it would play like some WoW music. I guess, you know what I could do actually? Hang on a second. I'm gonna pull up. I think I have a playlist of WoW music I can just run so we're not so spooky quiet. It may or may not be the Shadowlands soundtrack. Royalty-free music. Shadowlands soundtrack. Off and away. Okay. Great. Peach and Meyer, thanks for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. This is my third one. Ooh, okay. I was like, I don't know where I am, but I see a clue. I see a big clue. The question is it's not X. So the zone, sorry, that's way too loud. So let's turn that down a little bit. Do I see any other clues, or is it pretty much just me trying to guess which crystal that is? It's not in the water. It's kind of in a mountainside, which I think narrows it down to one of these two. I'm going to pretend it's this one. I am oriented... Oh my gosh, that is so loud. Shadowlands, calm down. Let's do like half volume on that. I am oriented northeast of it. So let's say, but am I on a road? I'm not on a road. I'm like by a tree. I'm gonna stick myself like, I don't think this is it, but I'm gonna try. 45 meters. Okay. That was the right crystal I was looking at. I picked too close to it. It's still worth some good points. Let's try again. We're trying to beat an overall score of 23,071. We're up to 14k. Okay, this should be not too hard. I am in the Valley of the Four Winds. I am near the wall. And I am just south of the Misty Forest, so that's easy. This is Pandaria. This is the valley. This is the forest. This is the wall. How precise can I get? I am due... not quite due east. A little bit southeast? Is that how I read this? Of a tower. So let's call it... And then am I in the ditch? I'm not quite in the ditch. I'm like halfway up the hill. I'm going to pin right there. 14 meters. That's pretty close. Round 5. This is the last round. Suramar? Yeah, because that's Fell Iron. Or Fell Slate or whatever. So we're in Suramar. We are looking at the city. We are just northeast of the city. So let's go to Legion. Broken Isles, that's what they call Legion. And there is the city. I am in kind of the red grass. And I'm sort of northeast. So I'm going to say I'm up here somewhere. The city, I'm like due northeast of the city. So like... And do I see anything behind me? It's just a hill. There's a little thingy. I think I'm like here-ish? I'm more up a hill than down the hill, but I'm not like up on a rock either. Let's try it. Let's see how close we are. Not that close. I guess I forget how big the city is. It's still good, but that's probably my worst point so far. That brought me to 23,891, which is an improvement. We did do better. 23,891. I'll never know what my first round would have been, but it wouldn't have been very good because I was about to be giga off on my second guess. All right, I'm pulling chat back up. How you guys doing over there? Music a little loud. Been sick. Had the strength to join your stream. Oh, I hope you feel better soon. I am playing some GeoGuessr to kind of hang out and have fun while the game is down. Can we host a multiplayer one? Can we? Let me see. Play with unlimited friends. Okay. There is an option. Oh, you need to pay for multiplayer? Oh. I don't think I can do that. I don't have any money. Not strictly true, but... Leaderboard. Oh, so lots of people have managed to get to cap. And then it's a question of how quickly they're able to do it. Either that or it's not implemented yet. It definitely said... World of Warcraft. There was an option for multiplayer. You can also have it choose like just a given zone if you want. You can narrow it down. I like having it be the entire game. For me, half the fun is just figuring out which zone I'm in. I'm happy if I got that right. Check FAQ. Where's the FAQ? Near the bottom? It's just a Discord link and an email. I like how the FAQs are usually to avoid people sending in questions. Anyway, I'm gonna play another round, I think. Let's go again. Let's see if we can beat 23,891. I'm gonna set a time limit this time. I'm gonna say 90 seconds per round. I think that's plenty. It may or may not be, but it seems like that'll keep things exciting. I will play one more round, and then I'll check on the game before I go for the day. I've got about 15 minutes left of my stream. All right, we go in. Or one more batch of 5 rounds. I am in Outland, or not Outland, Draenor. I might be in Tanaan Jungle. I'm on the road, and I am west of a little tower. So let's go to Draenor. Let's go to Tanaan Jungle, and let's see what road runs west of a little tower. It's just a little road. It's not the big fat one. I'm west and kind of uphill. There's also like a big green mountain over there. And there's some stuff over there. I could be wrong. This could be Gorgrond, actually. Do I say Tanaan or do I just say Gorgrond? Let me look at Gorgrond real quick. I don't have that long. I only have 45 seconds left. Road west of a little tower. I don't know. I'm gonna guess. This is terrible. Was it Gorgrond? No, it was Tanaan Jungle. But I was not close. I was on the wrong side of everything. Could have been worse. I think we're going to do more poorly because of the time limit. This is Gorgrond. How did it know? Wait, is it? Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's Gorgrond, and I am south of the gate. So we want to go back to Draenor. We want to go up to Gorgrond. The gate is kind of like here-ish, isn't it? There's the gate. So I'm south of the gate. I'm by a tree. Hang on. Is this the gate or is this the gate? No. Isn't the gate maybe it's in the bottom of the zone? Man, Gorgrond looks weird when seen from this angle. I'm not good at this. It's like a big broken gate with a cannon. I feel like it's quite far south in the zone. Or it's either... Yeah. And I thought it kind of like locked off the rest of the zone. I'm confused though. I got myself confused. I'm gonna say here. I don't know though. Oh, not bad, not bad. I was looking at the right gate. That was 36 meters. We go again. Cold, Burr, Zul'Drak. Zul'Drak south of Big Temple, east of Gong. Zul'Drak. Bang on the road. So we find this zone. We want road that is south of Temple, east of Gong. Do I see any lake? I feel like I did a quest with a big giant bunkman around over here. There's like a lot of big temples, so that's not wildly helpful. It's a lot of stairs. I don't know where the Gong is. And there are a lot of stairs. I'm gonna say that I am here. Yeah, that's the right general vicinity. Round 4. The hell? Ooh, Twilight Highlands. Okay. So we need to go Azeroth, Eastern Kingdoms, Twilight Highlands in this weird purple zone. Do I see the raid? Where is the raid anyway? I thought that was going to help me more than it actually does. I am east of... Is there water? Or is it just purple stuff? I swear that's the raid. But I don't actually see... maybe that's the raid? And that is east. I don't know. I'm gonna YOLO. I'm gonna dunk right here. Oh, terrible. Terrible. Wrong burned patch. Right zone. Wrong burned patch. I guess it wasn't terrible. I'm gonna say that was moderate. It was okay. I've seen worse. We're back in Zul'Drak, aren't we? We are near the entrance to Crystalsong Forest. So we want to go to Northrend. We want to go to Zul'Drak. There is the Crystalsong Forest intro. I am on the road right in front of the gate. Nearby the gate. Am I north of the big round thing? Yeah. Sure am. Or, wait, am I north of it? I'm west of that thing. It's floating, though. I don't know if it's on the map. I'm just gonna wing it like here. 38. I'll take it. View summary. How'd we do? We did worse. I think we had two kind of iffy guesses that were like a couple hundred meters off. So we did 20,000. I don't know why I'm writing this down. 20,689. Our best round was the one in the middle. Let's have a look and see if we can get back into the game for a few minutes before we go for today. Also, I'll get my chat back. Getting world servers down errors. Uh-oh. 60 seconds next time. Yeah, I think so. I think that'd be a good idea. They are up, aren't they? I wanted to try Wad Lumber, Decor Vendors Catalog. I don't have time for all of this, but I'm going to log in here. I'm going to have to, well, I'm going to try to log in here anyway. I'll have to update my graphics card drivers after stream's over. Have my PC get back up to date. Thanks for spending that time with me while the servers were down. Wow. Go to plant vendors, get garden clusters. Yeah. Right before I leave my house, though, I want to try out the catalog feature. Isn't there... How do I do it? Hang on. Decor catalog. How do I preview it? How many gazebos? How do I do it? Is it in edit? Oh, here it is. Catalog tab lets you preview any decor by placing it in your house. So this is showing me things that I don't have, but I can preview them and they'll be kind of like spooky. And as soon as, but it's only for edit mode. You're not actually placing them. How do you unpreview it? Aside from, you just close preview. Crucible votive rack. Only placeable inside. You can't even preview it outside. Oh, I need these. Okay, those are going to be on a vendor somewhere. Gotcha. I need the paths. Medically. It's very important. Druids have the Haraneer treant form right now, and it's so weird. Alright, we're going to check all of the decor vendors we can find. They are marked on your map. So we're going to check all the vendors we can find. We're going to get everything we can afford that we don't have yet. Might take me a while to get to the bottom of it, unless they just stuck them on the end. Gilded Silvermoon Candelabra? I don't even know if it's a new. I just didn't have it. I might have skipped it the first time. Okay. That's how they lure us. This one doesn't appear to have anything that I don't have yet. This is where I got those couches that were in my house, though. Let's go up to the flower people. Do you think the cobweb people got anything new, or just mainly the plant guy? Nice that they mark them on your map. What has happened to this poor man? Oh! Okay, he's fine now. Did you see that? He was fully clipped into the wall, just standing there. My endeavor is not selected for my guild. I'm not able to play them yet. Okay. Our guild leader is not. Oh, I like that. That's nice. There's another one. Saw two of the same looking dwarf. Yeah, me too. Yeah, one thing at a time, one thing at a time. Got another one. Yeah, this is gonna save some room for sure. Because I was placing like individual grass to try to make that effect. Same thing with the cobblestones. I'm gonna have a lot more budget to work with outdoors. Yeah, these are gorgeous. That is perfect. Thank you. I'm gonna need a few of these, huh? Let's just get 3 of each for now. Because I'm gonna end up using some of them. But yeah, the curved path's really nice. Okay, let's look. We'll go to the little smuggling zone. Little Hamlet, thank you for the 36-month resub. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys. 3 years. Hi, Logan. How you doing? Game feels immersive when you play zoomed in. Patch's been, yeah, patch a little bit of a mess. It's going all right. It's working pretty well for me. I haven't encountered any, like, game-breaking bugs. Everything's been playable for me. Just like a couple of little funky things. How are you able to open all your bags at the same time? Should be. Let me see. There is a keybind that you can assign in your keybinds menu for open all bags. I have mine keybound to B, but you could put it on any key that you like. You can search for bag in your keybindings menu and you'll find it there. No problem. Yeah, this mount's real nice. They did add some new flowers, yeah. Or it's like bunches of flowers, clusters of flowers. The clusters are new. Yeah, they're great. Anything new? You are not the plant guy. You might be the plant person. Yeah, so you've got some different clusters. I don't have this one yet either. I may end up wanting more copies of these, but... Oh, the cactus cluster's so cute! Pretty mount. Yeah, it's a new one they added for mount collecting meta. Somewhere in the 500 or 600 mounts collected. Get a couple of these. Might come in handy. What about this? Just one of those. And then the paths we have, those are the same paths that we have access to at the Alliance vendor. Nice. So we checked out the core vendors, we checked out the catalog. I wanted to take a look at my achievements. Pet battles. Battles. We do have a battler of Northrend, Eastern Kingdoms, Kalimdor. We've got family type pet achievements. Old World Family Battler for a magical pet clicker. Family Battler of Kalimdor for a moon darter. Family Battler of Eastern Kingdoms for burn. I'm not sure what my decor count is at yet. It might take a while for it to get updated in the API. because I just got a bunch of stuff. I'll try to have it in my title next time. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,000, though. I also made my remix alts on various RP servers. I haven't done much with them yet, but yeah, that's nice. There's a bunch of new stuff. Neat. All right. Good to know. I'm gonna go back to my house and get ready to wrap up. Hi, Hazel. Hello. How you doing? I want to like decorate my yard, but I'm not ready to get into it yet. I live just past the lighthouse over here. Home sweet home. This is me. This is me. Let me see. Oh, hang on. You can preview stuff, but you're not actually placing it. Yeah, that's gonna help fill out things a lot. Oh my god, my individual cobblestones are such a mess. Oh yeah, baby. That's the good stuff. Those are a pretty sharp curve. That's a better curve. Yeah. Hang on. Stone emergency. There we go. That's better. Happy. It's huge. No elf house? Terrible. We missed elf house. The elf house was so big. It took up my whole yard. I like my little human house. Yeah, this is just so much fun. This is just so cute. I will never get over my yard. I love it a lot. I feel so much more comfortable with the outside stuff than the inside stuff. I don't know what to do inside my house. It's dark in there. I feel like outside is nice because the lighting is kind of sorted for you and it has weather and stuff. Yeah, the Night Elf house is massive. I didn't like how it kind of it was just too chunky, you know? Anyways, I'm going to wrap up for the day. I'm going to be back tomorrow morning, same time, 9 in the morning Pacific time until around noon. Appreciate the company. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Thank you so much for all of the subs and gift subs today. It means the world to me. It helps keep me online. Appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.